Okay, this is going to be a follow-up to the Switch Lite's repair video that I released a little ways back. To recap, the system board for the yellow one that I originally purchased, probably a lost cause, but I'm going to keep poking at it just to see, because of the fact that I got motivated with the Turquoise one, getting it working and everything. One thing I did notice is that the screen lens on the Turquoise one's got a few minor scratches on it. You can kind of see it there, whereas the yellow one doesn't. I don't know if these are actually clear or if they're colored or not. Probably a huge pain to take off, especially since I think that's also part of the digitizer, so I don't want to necessarily mess with that. You might be wondering why I have these sticky notes over. It's because the back of the screen is very reflective and I don't want it blinding you or the camera. However, I'll briefly try to do it from here because I don't know if you can see all of that moisture damage in the back of the screen. There's a decent chance the screen is just not going to work. I'm not 100% certain. Like I said, I'll keep trying, but we'll see. I have it all disassembled because I need to get to the thumbstick. You don't need to take this part of the chassis out necessarily to get to it, but it does make it easier. I did the same thing with this Turquoise one as well. So we're going to go ahead and remove the old one, transplant this one here, and get everything back together, hopefully. Test it out and see if it's working. I do have it elevated slightly so that I don't jam the thumbsticks in too far. Could probably be repaired, but these things are so cheap that it's probably not worth it. So, but I'll keep it as a memento or something like that. So let's go ahead and do the same here. Also off camera, I did go ahead and clean most of the components. I will need to clean this stick here just because it is a little dirty. There, good as, well, not new, but used. So the gasket, this one is here, so we'll leave that be. Oh, that could be an issue. It doesn't fit through. Now, can the cap be removed without damage? I'm putting a lot of pressure on there. It's not coming out. So the question is, how do I get this through? Oh, just at an angle. Okay. Be careful not to. Pretty sure this is the power cable for the screen. I'm not 100% certain though, because I know this is for the digitizer and this is for the display itself. So this is probably power of some sort. I know it goes straight to the screen itself. So, all right, let's go ahead and line this up. And that's all there is to that. Everything else seems to be okay. I don't know if I actually cleaned this thumbstick or not. I did clean the front, and I just used IPA for all of it, so I got a better cleaning after the fact. So that's back in place. Now we just need to get this reinstalled. And the system board, the left side controller board, speakers, etc., etc., etc. So get ready for another montage. And before I begin, I've mentioned this in the past, but I kind of do these little really cruddy diagrams of where the parts are laid out, where the screws go. If you notice here, nothing is really labeled. It's not quite accurate, but it's close enough, so I'll know that this screw goes into this hole, this one goes here, here, and here, or there, I should say. Some electronics companies will mark off where the screws go, so you'll know that, hey, this needs a screw this, this, and this, so you don't put a screw here, 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 where it's not needed. Nintendo apparently does not do that, so Let's do a final power on test before I fully reassemble it here. Make sure that I got all the connectors connected, and apparently I don't have something connected because either that or the battery is dead. Let's take a look and see. No, it's definitely charging. But the battery could just be... Oh, there it goes. Oh, apparently I don't have a display connected because it is definitely on. I can hear it. And this is why you do a test before you do a full reassembly. Because you never know. So this is the display cable down here. It looks like everything's in. Doesn't necessarily mean it is though, obviously. So let me take a look and I'll be back. Okay, so it turns out I didn't have the flex ribbon cable in all the way. It's also possible that the cable got pinched maybe somehow, but as you can see, it is working. There are games installed and stuff, so I'm going to try to hide as much as I can, but I don't want to reveal any personal information, but it is working. I don't know if I'll be able to play any games without an online connection, but we'll see. Well, maybe I will. Not enough screenshot space, so this thing is almost full, which means they probably didn't have an SD card to begin with. Okay, let's do this here, because I really don't want to reveal. Alright. Of course, it won't connect online because I'm not connected, but that's fine. I just want to see what works here and what doesn't. I don't believe this game can actually be played offline. And I don't think they had any other games installed, so either way, it seems to be working. Oh, this isn't working though. Did I? Oh, I never connected it. Duh. There, so it's working. Yeah, so let me get this thing back together so I can stop getting thermal paste stuck to my fingers and finish this video up. Alright, last step. And I did make sure that it is, in fact, working again. Got the ribbon cable as put away as possible. So all that's left is to get this shield on. Put the screws in. There should be 4 of them. Get the back casing on. And I think that's it. So... and the final screw. And there she is. Give it one more cleaning because I probably got heatsink compound everywhere. Kind of bummed about the scratches on the lens, but I'll deal with it for now. Let's go back to... And here we go. It is working. Parental controls do not seem to be on, which is good. not connected to the internet, obviously. Well, there's plenty of free space, so there must not be... Screenshot space must be separate. Let me see off camera what's here. Or they were designed, or they were configured to set up to an SD card, and since I don't have an SD card in here, it probably isn't going to work. I skipped over the users, obviously. So, future cost tech here, I realized that I did not test any actual physical games, so we're going to try that now. Detects it, that's a good sign. And as you can see, it is working. Pick a random one for now. And as you can see, it's working fine, so that is awesome. So it does read game cards as well. Good sign. Let's continue on with this video. Here we have a working Switch Lite. Had to cannibalize a couple of parts from another one, but that's fine. I still have some hope that I can get the yellow one working, but we'll see. In the meantime, I'm going to play around with this and see if I can't get any enjoyment out of it. I still prefer playing in dock mode with the standard Switch, but I guess having this, is going to be, beneficial to me as well. If I can get these scratches taken care of, it would be even better. Who knows, I may not keep it, I may sell it, we'll see. But for now, that's this video. If you liked it, hit the thumbs up, and feel free to subscribe if you haven't yet. If you didn't like this video for whatever reason, please let me know below in the comments section. I can try to use that to help things going forward. Otherwise, thanks all, and I'll catch you later.